What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's live stream. This week is going to be a lot tougher than some other weeks, but we'll get through it. Let me start trying to join a group right now, and we'll see how it goes. I was able to do a plus 12 yesterday, so we'll see how it goes today. So let's start looking. Here's the Halls of Valor. I don't mind Halls of Valor. So let's try to jump in. Plus 15. Ooh. Plus 13 Vault. Alright. I can do Vault. So we're in a plus 10 HOV group then. I'll start flying over there. Getting a head start. Have you guys jumped into any Mythic Pluses this week? It's a little tough. We haven't had Necrotic in a while. I mean, I guess Necrotic isn't teamed up with any of the new affixes, but I can't think of any combination that would make it terrible with any of the new stuff. But yeah, this week we have Raging, Necrotic, and Tyrannical, if you guys have not jumped in. What up, Andrew? What up, Eric? Welcome to the live stream, man. Yeah, this week's a little bit tougher than say like last week and stuff like that. Maybe not so much for DPSers, but if your tank goes down, you know, it's gonna be a wipe. I hear you, Andrew. I hear you. Every now and then it's just one of those weeks. I get it. Also, there's a new event going on where you take like hot air balloon tours of places. HOV is going to be over here. What's up, Johan? Welcome back. So we're flying over to HOV. We have all the people in our group. We'll see how this goes. HOV is going to be a tough one too. There was a vault, but this one invited me first. What up, Rapid? How you doing, man? Eric, yeah, I think DK tanking this week. Necrotic, I think, affects you guys a lot more. Trying to kite on a DK and the fact that your death strike is just gonna get countered, yeah, that sucks, man. What's up, boss? How you doing, man? Snubsy, welcome to the live stream. Glocks, I've seen you in there all day yesterday and all day today. Do you need a little mental break, man? Doing good, Rapid. About to jump into some more. What did I yesterday I did a plus 12, so just gonna hop into some more, man. This week is gonna be a little bit more difficult too, just because last week we had an easy week, so I think a lot of people pushed high keystones. So what I've been seeing in LFG this week is a lot of people starting at like plus 12. I think a lot of people pushed their plus 15 last week. So you're gonna have higher keystones, and higher keystones are gonna be very difficult this week. Yeah, Johan, this week's a little difficult, especially if you're a tank or if you're a healer. This is one of those weeks where a lot of tanks and a lot of healers do their 1+10, and then that's it. They just get their +10 done for the week, and then that's it. They just tap out for the rest of the week. Oh, Eric, actually, yeah, if you have Pride as an Agromars, I can completely see that working. I don't know the cooldown of your... I think Vampiric Blood gives you a shield too now, right? There's a few tricks up your sleeve you have. I wish they would give DK some sort of better movement, better than Wraith Walk, you know? So we're getting these summons going, and we're gonna jump into this HOV. One more person to accept. Great, that's a good sign, right? Somebody just running into the wall like that. That's definitely not like they might lag out or anything. Oh, there we go. All right. And that's my healer lagging out, running into a corner. All right, let's get ready for this. Also, I got a few more traits, so I'm at 48 now. Almost done here. Except that my next trait costs 237 million points. Yeah. I get it, boss. We're doing Walls of Valor. Not a fan of this, Eric? Not a fan of the golden dress boy? He's also disc. I hope he knows what he's doing. You need to if you're disc. Alright. Agromars has its uses, Andrew. It's not like the most useful in a raid situation, but in Mythic Pluses it has its uses. So there it is, +10. Once I'm at like 10 to 15 stacks is when I'll run out, but these guys are going down a little bit faster than that, so that's perfect. So they just hit 30%. I threw out my stun. I started kiting a little bit. We have really good DPS. I did not expect this DPS, to be completely honest. I am going to need to run away because of Necrotic right here very, very shortly. Alright, so I'm at 18 stacks in Necrotic. I'm going to kite a little bit. Should fall off right now, but I have a lot of enraged people in there. I don't want to run in yet. Alright, just a Storm Drake left. I can run in and tank one enraged Storm Drake. Perfect! Alright, everybody's running back in. And by the way, I see you guys having that conversation about Agromars. Thank you so much for like helping each other out. It's great. So let's see how this goes. I don't know why, but ever since they changed Himdall where he activates on all three, I see a lot of people getting hit by it. Yep. Okay, we had one person go down. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, it was our top DPSer, but hey, one person is better than a wipe. Johan, I feel you, man. Glocks right now is in the chat, and he's been jumping in there all day today, all day yesterday. Yeah, I haven't tried it this time around. I didn't try it last time around. I think I gave myself a little bit of a break. Oh, he distracted him. All right, let's just run in. Yeah, last time I tried it, which was 2 rotations ago, I was getting to phase 2 all the time, but couldn't down him. Couldn't down him. I'd have to look at my. I was recording, so I'd have to look at my recordings to see the exact percentage. But oh man, I was frustrated. So this is gonna require some kiting. And I'll start kiting right about now. I have 11 stacks and everything started to get a little bit low. So here we go, running around in circles. Alright. This team has good DPS and good CCs. Yesterday, the lower Kara plus 12 I was running, not this smooth. Not this smooth at all. Clocks, I just read your comment. Dude, if that's all you need to go right now between, what is it? Between 3 and 6 p.m. because they have happy hour. You can get 2 pumpkin spice lattes, half off. I want that big guy to come back around because I do want to pull him. Here he is. So I want to pull him. I want to DPS him before I run in there, just because this guy will be a pain in the ass when I pull him with other groups. So I'd rather pull him now. I'd rather pull him on my terms. Alright, so we'll run over here to the right. How close are you guys in EU to building the Mage Tower again? Alright, so I don't think I'll need to kite too much on this one. There's a penetrating shot. You do want to sidestep that. And that's about it. Alright, let's hope nobody pulls. What's up, Warblade? Welcome, man. Welcome to the live stream. Is there a something that tells you how many attempts you've tried at the tank challenge? Or is it just like, is it just you guys scratching at your walls? Just attempt number 5. They still don't know. Alright, so this group is always a kiting group, so I'm just going to go ahead and start kiting already. Build up some threat, start kiting them. That's what you do to this group. The marksmans are going to really slap your team together, so that's why you want to do this. And yes, Johan, Necrotic drops when combat ends. That's one of the most recent changes to it. But yeah, as soon as combat's over, Necrotic is done. Your healer can catch up. Yeah, when Necrotic didn't drop when combat was over, it was such a pain. Clocks. Alright, here we go. Start running over them. Andrew, what legendaries are you looking for? You're just looking for gloves and wrists, or which ones? Wait, Glocks, you didn't have DBM before? Are you a maniac? Why? Alright, let's jump into this boss real quick. Alright! Looks like we had another death. Okay, yeah, the healing wrist. I get you. They do make a big difference. To be fair, the wrists do add up, especially in a challenge where you're getting hit with spells that give you so much rage. It's a huge difference. Something else that made a huge difference is I added 2 things to my weak auras, which is my pummel here and my victory rush, just because I need them for that challenge. I might remove them once the challenge is over, but no, not archaeology button. Yeah, that challenge is something else. Warblade, if you have the belt, you should give it a shot because you're picking up anger management anyway. Anger management is going to reduce the cooldown of Demo Shout. So if you want to run in there, honestly, the combo that I would go with if I had all the legendaries would be wrist and belt. The extra rage generated from gloves is nice, but you know, I don't think it's necessary. The damage done is nice, but yeah, I would probably jump in there with the wrist and the belt so I can get Demo Shout out a lot faster and I could heal more. The good ring, this guy right here, the wall spell. Yeah, that'll help you out with your shield wall, and if you pick up anger management again, they'll help out each other. Some good synergy there. Yeah, I think the healing wrists are what makes a bigger difference, bigger than any other gear that you pick up. Oh, I didn't know that DBM had like specifically another interface for the challenge ones, or a different little tack on thing. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I have weak auras that I wrote myself too. So here my necrotic stacks are going up. 13. Let's get some kiting going. These guys like to break my armor too. There it is. And there it is. Wow, this group has really good DPS to the point where all of this is almost even a non-issue with them. Do you want to sidestep that? But things are going down so fast, I don't have to worry about too much. Like, they're in rage, I got a kite. So here we go, watch. I can just snare that, run away. Yeah, and they go down. All three of my DPSers are above 700k. Yeah, this run is going very smoothly. Not like I did yesterday. Warblade, heavy repercussions, yes, for PvE, but when we're talking about the challenge, anger management for the challenge, for the tanking challenge. So it depends on what we're talking about. The tanking challenge has different specs that work better. Just because you have to deal with stuff by yourself. Jeremy, jump into warrior tanking. Warrior tanking is by far the most fun I have in this game. There's something about charging in there and smacking someone with your shield that I find it therapeutic. I hope this boomkin moves over a little bit, or he's gonna get shielded in the face. Jump, spell reflect, take low damage. Yeah, Warblade, that spec is for if you're pushing something, like if your healer's on Discord with you, if you're chatting with your healer at that moment, you're gonna be doing as much damage as one of the DPSers. So that's what that spec allows you to do, and it keeps everything kind of cool because of your demo shout and your shield wall coming off cooldown so fast that things are fine. Like, you aren't gonna wipe, you aren't gonna go down because of anything. So yeah, you're gonna be doing more damage. The damage incoming might be a little bit more spiky, but as long as you know what groups and what group, as long as you know what groups to use cooldowns on, yeah, that spec is perfectly fine. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't have the legendary belt, but if I did, for sure I would give it a shot. Absolutely, I would. That sounds like a lot of fun, just going in there one day and just doing all the damage, not worrying about anything else, just demoralizing shout and just start doing damage. Next pack, demo shout again, start doing damage. It sounds like a lot of fun, that's all. And it's a perfectly viable spec. If I had the legendary belt, I would give it a shot. Yeah, it would probably be better with a legendary belt, and it'll pair up good with like gloves, with the ring, even with the wrist if you want to. But it's more of a heavy DPS style. 88%. We're gonna need something else. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more damage. Hopefully people turn back around. If not, I can drag these guys over. Alright. Let me start dragging these guys over. Hopefully this mage DPS is going to be all we need. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Cool. That's all the DPS we need. I mean, that's all the percentage we need, but we'll keep taking him out as we go along. He'll be on me for a while. Snubsy, you should jump back into WoW. Unfortunately, like the alt game isn't as good as it can be. There's a few things that are kind of missing. AP grind is a bit of a pain, but there's always something about WoW, right? But the quality of life changes overall are good. The very positive I see about WoW right now is that if there's something in the game that's completely broken, that's a complete mess, they address it. Within 1 or 2 patches, for sure they will address it. Unlike back in BC, Wrath, whenever I would play, there would be these game-breaking bugs, and they wouldn't be addressed. It was just kind of like it almost felt like a feature. But now they address all those. So there's at least that. And also I've noticed that the Blizzard developer Twitter is a lot more active. It's a lot more active. They actually do talk with us. When they do hotfixes, they tweet at the people that are, complaining, and they're like, "Hey, well, a hotfix is coming up." Yeah, Jeremy and Snubsy, you guys should jump back in, man. It's some good stuff right now. Honestly, there's a few complaints I have about Legion as a whole, but overall, Legion is a very, very good expansion. I've played every expansion, and Warlords and Kata made me just not play that much. They didn't feel that fleshed out. I didn't play more than maybe like the first 2 or 3 months of each one of those expansions. But Legion's got me. And Warblade, yeah, you should try for that belt. That belt is really good for tanking. It has a lot of different uses. It helps you output more damage, but it helps reduce the cooldown of one of your really good survivability cooldowns, so it's good stuff. Yeah, Snubsy. That's what I'm talking about, man. The add-on boss in the bottom, the Necrotic thing, it's a weak aura. I hope it doesn't mess up with this button. I haven't actually tried that. But it's a weak aura. And if you want that boss, I can give that to you in a little bit. Yeah, all these DPSers in this group are doing really, really good. Yeah, this is a weak aura. Later, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, no problem, boss. I'll get that to you right now. I saw it on the Weak Aura website, so I'll look it up again. This isn't something I didn't make. This Necrotic Weak Aura. I saw somebody else make it. I wanted to try it out, and we haven't had. Oh no, I didn't. Did anybody pick it up? All right. I didn't think we were gonna get there with this much DPS. Yeah, I saw somebody else make it. I wanted to test it out, and I actually do like the way it looks. It's a lot of information. Warblade, I believe so. I think I have you. I'll check right now. Give me a second. Alright. So we will... Oh, we're going to 3 trust this as long as we don't wipe. As long as we don't wipe, we'll 3-chest this. Alright, we're good, we're good. We can run over to this guy. Oh no, alright. Let me start running over. Pick up that guy again. Man, everybody's on it. Everybody's interrupting. Everybody's doing a ton of damage. I started memorizing where the brands are now. Yeah, this group makes it all look easy. I wish every pug was like this. Yeah, Warblade, I'm pretty sure I do have you. I'm pretty sure I've seen Warblade there. But my battle tag is a little bit different. It's not like befuddled or anything. So, I'll take a look right now. There it is. 3-chested, a +10 with this random pug that has really good DPS. These people really know what they're doing. And it's HOV, which is the best one for me. Alright, no relic, unfortunately. But here's an 890. Unfortunately, it's not an upgrade, but 8.3 million AP. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna help out. That's gonna help me get to 237 million. So we're running out. Let me see if I can find the Necrotic weak aura that I have. Alright. So let's see what other group there is. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, boss. Name of my warrior now is called Three Sunders. I used to have a different name when I was in another realm before I realm transferred in Legion. In Legion I realm transferred, but my name before was Spell Power. I was Spell Power, the warrior tank. Actually, I don't know if I even repaired. I don't think I repaired. I didn't. All right. So let's try to jump into another one. There's a +9 vault. I want to see if I can do another +10, +11 Black Root Cold. There's not that many dungeons this week. A lot of people are just gonna try to avoid this week. Oh no, that +9 got a tank. All right, I gotta be a little bit faster on it. +8 Cathedral. I haven't done a Mythic plus Cathedral with you guys, so let's get that. Let's get that done. All right. Oh, here's a Cathedral. I haven't been in Cathedral in a very long time. It did get nerfed a lot, so we'll see. Warblade. I don't have any ally tunes that are max level, no. I used to play only Alliance. I have a few Alliance characters that are like in the 90s, but nothing over 100. I haven't jumped on Alliance since the beginning of the expansion. I leveled up my warrior. I was still Alliance, but shortly after that I realm transferred and I haven't touched Alliance since. I thought it was Black Root Cold, Brittany, but it could have been. Darkheart Thicket. And Eric, I'll look through my messages again. I know YouTube doesn't like to notify with messages, so I'll take a look again. How close am I to 52? Warblade, I think I'm pretty damn close, but the amount of AP that you need is ridiculous. I am at 48, I believe. I'm at 48. Like I'm getting close, but I already need 237 mil for my next one. I'm also leveling up my arms weapon just so that I can keep doing a little bit of PvP. I do enjoy doing PvP. Cathedral of the Eternal Overtuning. Absolutely, yeah. It's been nerfed what, maybe 4 times now? Yeah, this dungeon's not too fun. 520 mil? Oh man. Yeah, I'm at 237 right now. Last night I did every single world quest I had that gave AP just to see if I could finish it off. I finished off another point yesterday, but I haven't worked on it that much today. Warblade, I believe Fury is getting a small nerf to PvP. Just so you know. And yeah, Warblade, I see you. I see you here. But it says you've been AFK for a while. 7 hours. Yeah, 520 mil. I'm not looking forward to that. Although in the weekly chest, we're getting what? Like 25 mil right now at this point or something like that? It's some ridiculous amount. Where is anyone else? Oh man, everybody's far away. What are they doing? Oh, I think you're right. I think it is a Darkheart Thicket and not Cathedral. Because everybody's right over here at Darkheart Thicket. Alright. I guess we're doing Darkheart Thicket plus 8, I think it was. I could have sworn it was Cathedral. I'm blind. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind me. Apparently, I need to get new glasses. I hate how sometimes the loading screen takes a while. Sometimes the loading screen is fast. Sometimes it's like, alright, we're just gonna relax. Take a moment to breathe in. Look at this loading screen. Yeah, I've noticed that there's some people that just queue up for the like EOA. EOA is the one that just automatically pops up. I've been seeing that there's a lot of people that just leave EOA and then they write something else. Yeah, there's a lot of people that use the tool their own way. I also wish there was a way to turn off like the RP in dungeons. Because every now and then you're running a dungeon, you're trying to tank something, and then Xavier starts yelling at you. Shh, I already killed you. Shh, shh, shh. So we'll see how this dungeon goes. This transmog looks interesting. What's going on here? Oh, it's the PvP set. Alright. All these damn Lua errors. Alright, so let's hope the healer doesn't just flop over and die with these little night claws here in the beginning. So yeah, Darkheart Thicket plus 8 Necrotic, Raging. The only thing we don't have is Tyrannical. So we'll see how this goes. This could be a pain with Raging, because some of these pulls get a little heavy. Alright, want to get the hell away from those guys. Alright. Pull this guy back. Teaming has me terrified of this. Yeah, when I see a lot of groups that just don't even have the right... Oh, Jesus. That's not going to be a good pull. Although somehow all of my Necrotic stacks fell off halfway through that pull. So we might be alright. We might be alright. Just because... Only because my Necrotic stacks fell off. Which I don't understand how they fell off. But they did. And I'm glad they did. So we have good luck today. We're going to keep running with this good luck. There was the interrupt on that Ruiner. That's what I was hoping for. That's perfect. These groups today know what they're doing. It is beautiful. You saw that Warblade? You saw that pull of the whole room? Man, that room's got nothing on me. Let's just pull both of these. There's no need to CC one of them. The group just said that this week is so easy. I'm glad. I mean, if everyone's on it, yeah, this week can be easy because the DPS don't have to deal with much. It's mostly a tank and healer affix. Look at that Necrotic Rot. It's expired. What is Necrotic? Doesn't exist here. This is going really smoothly. Yeah, I was not looking forward to this week at all. Anytime it's Necrotic, just not looking forward to it. And Necrotic paired with Raging is just a whole lot of kiting. And there's no need to do that CC at this point. Brand new group. Only a 3 pull. Not fortified or anything. Dude, you can completely bring back your warrior. WAD's not that long ago. You can bring her back. I hope nobody pulled that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nobody pulled that. Yeah, you should bring back your warrior. And then if you're stuck in WAD, that means you're level 100. You just run back in. Pick up your artifact weapon, and that's it. You're in it. You're in it to win it. You level up by tanking. You just dungeon crawl your way up. And since you're going to be dungeon crawling your way up, you're going to be getting a ton of AP. Look, it'll all work out. And warrior, I don't know. To me, warrior tanking is like what this game is about for me personally. As DPS, it would probably be like mage DPSing here. Let me run out this necrotic debuff. now that the bigger guys are dead. Perfect. Mount up. And right now, warrior tanks are in such a good place. Like we're definitely not the top of the line, but if you know how to play a warrior tank, you can shine. And if you're doing stuff like this, Mythic Pluses, we do a lot better at Mythic Pluses than we do at than other classes in this type of scenario. So if you like the 5-man content, if you like pushing Mythic Pluses, you're gonna be a really good tank. We're one of the better Mythic Plus tanks. With a lot of utility we provide, our blocking doesn't go to waste like it does on, you know, some raid encounters like Crosis and stuff. So yeah, Mythic Pluses, warriors do really well. I think warriors are the best at even carrying, because if I can block all the damage coming in, it's no big deal. Oh, okay. You know what I do in that case? I have a few alts that I leveled up, and what I would do is while I was, you know, online watching videos, watching TV, whatever it was, I would just queue up for a dungeon and queue up for PvP, and, you know, tab out, do my other thing, and when that queue popped, that's when I would jump back on that jump back on. English is hard for me today. Jump right back onto that warrior or onto that character and do that. So if you want a tank, just get back on your warrior, queue up for a few BGs, queue up for a few dungeons. When the queue pops, get back on, do them, and that's it. It minimizes your time spent. You don't have to go through WAD. We all know WAD is boring. I think what makes it worse is the fact that you can't fly, or I don't have it on my account because I didn't play a lot of WAD. So it's like I can't fly, gotta build up in certain zones. The flex leveling of Legion is just amazing. But the fact that like they didn't go back and change all the WAD content like that, yeah. Alright, let's just burn everything down. Those necrotic stacks should just keep falling off. Perfect. And I don't understand why they're falling off. They keep falling off like mid-combat. But hey, I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Boss one, I think paladin tanking is the only tanking I've never tried. I've done bear tanking while leveling up. I've never done bear tanking endgame. I've done DK tanking endgame, prot warrior tanking endgame, and a little bit of brewmasters when they first came out at heroic level. Nothing raid, nothing like that. I think paladin tanking is the only tank I've never tried. And back in vanilla and BC, all I played was paladins. In fact, before dual talent spec, anything like that, I used to have 3 paladins. I leveled up 3 different paladins. 2 of them were ret, 1 of them was holy. And I've never tanked on them. That's weird. Just thought about that. Yeah, no, don't worry about leveling up through WAD. Are you Alliance or Horde? I tanked a little bit on Demon Hunters when they first came out, but you know, at that point everybody's over leveled, everybody's overtuned. They seemed okay. I much prefer warrior tanking, but they seem kind of fun. I think warrior and DK tanking is what I like tanking on the best. Oh wow, that's, yeah, exact opposites. Yeah, I've never done paladin tanking. I should probably change that. I mean, it looks fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Throwing your shield, having to just bounce around everything. I like, you know, having a shield when you're tanking. For some reason, it just makes the tanking fantasy happen for me. Boss, you've been playing the same tune. I've switched around. Not a whole lot, but vanilla I was a hunter and a ret paladin. In BC I was that same paladin. I went holy. And in Wrath is when I really, you know, just kind of jumped around. In Wrath I was my paladin, I was a mage, I was a healing druid. And then right around the time when Trial of the Crusade came out, right around that time I created this warrior and just joined a guild, started progression rating, and didn't look back. I agree with you, Brittany. This warrior was a night elf. If you look back at the first few videos on this channel, when I'm on this tank, he was an elf. I think the day that I learned that Nelfs could be warriors, I just created one. I was like, alright, that's it. So that was a 3 chest plus 8 Darkheart Thicket. So not too bad. Darkheart Thicket, I thought it was going to be a lot worse with all the ads it has, but it's not too bad. Oh wow. Yeah, those legendary pants are almost a must-have, right? Someone's giving away these shoulders. No, we're good. We have our tier. So, let's try to find another group for something else. Unfortunately, that key got upgraded to a halls with that group. Good group, but I want to show you guys all sorts of different dungeons. So let's try to find a different one. Not halls, not Darkheart Thicket. Yeah, the warrior style of running in there, and I don't know why, it just really, I really like it. And yeah, boss, spending a fortune on respecs, I was there too. Once they added dual talent spec, it was a dream come true. Although it's a lot better now. Upper Kara plus 11. Let's try to jump in there. Plus 11 Darkheart. We already did Darkheart. Neltharian's Lair plus 13. Oh. Let's go to Upper Kara. Alright, so let's see if everybody joins in first. And also, oh, I'm getting my weekly done. If you guys haven't picked up the weekly is to just do Mythic Dungeons. So as you guys are getting your weeklies in, your Mythic Pluses in, you guys can be doing the weekly quest. Although the weekly reward this week, I don't think it's too good, right? I think it's regular Nighthold. Oh, it's heroic Nighthold gear. Never mind. You guys should pick it up. Warblade, I haven't tried the challenge mode this time around. I know it's up right now, and it was up last this last time I was around, I didn't get a chance to jump in. I'm 904 now equipped. 914 in the bag. So I need to sift through my bags and see what else I can do. I might be breaking up my 4-set bonus very, very soon. That's something I'm looking into. Because if I break that up, my item level will jump up a lot more. But I want to see if it's worth it, if I'm going to lose a lot of haste. Boss, thank you for hopping on, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I hear you, druids. Right now, if you're new to the game and you don't know what you want to do, I think leveling up a druid is the best thing you can do. You can melee, you can range, you can tank, you can heal. Druids can do it all. Yeah, Warblade, the 4-set bonus is a little bit is a nice rage incentive, but the 2-set bonus is a lot better than the 4-set. Since I'm not running Heroic Nighthold weekly anymore, but if I was, then I would for sure keep all my 4-set bonus. But since I'm not running Heroic Nighthold every week now, I don't think it's too weird to want to give up that 4-set bonus. Let's get some summons in for some reason. I think everybody should be able to get here relatively quickly, but we got a summons. Yeah, Warblade, absolutely. Normally druid healers are always really good, right? Druid healers are just non-stop. Whether we want to talk about druid healers being amazing for PvP, but for PvE, druid healers are just amazing too. And then one of the other specs is going to be good, whether it's your bear tanks are going to be unstoppable, boomkins or kitties, whatever it is, there's always, yeah, one of the other specs is also up there. Alright, so we're going to do Upper Kara plus 11. I did do Lower Kara yesterday. But if we find another group today looking for Lower Kara, that'll be fine. So, I think somebody took a bio break. So as soon as everybody's here, we'll run in and get this done. Those shoulders are so awesome. I really, really like those shoulders. Makes me want a monk. Part of me wants to start monk tanking. I have a DK that's like barely leveling up. So I don't know if I should level up a DK right now, a monk, stick with my druid, just for Tomb of Sargeras to be able to do something a little bit different for Tomb. Warblade, absolutely, man. Since I'm not running Heroic Nighthold every week, yeah, I think I think most people at this point have completed Heroic Nighthold, so it's easy to say that it's kind of like on farm for most people, and that's a ton of AP. Because if it's on farm, except for maybe, you know, you might still have your mess ups on Elisan to Gul'dan, but besides that, it's 8 bosses that just give good AP. What up, Max? Go to the Paladin dark side? Wait, but you guys are all about the light. Everything is light. Should become a Redditin again. I haven't been a Redditin in years. Ret and Holy I haven't played in years. Prop Paladin, never played. Never played a Prop Pala. So we're doing a plus 11. Let's see how this goes. Upper Kara. So that 7 stacks still kind of hurt me with that spirit. Shouldn't have been too bad. Maybe the other spirit got a cast off. I was expecting everybody else to interrupt it, but didn't keep a close eye on it. Oh, really? Warriors are gonna be a lot better in Tomb? I don't know if we need that much attention. Every time warriors are good at something, they get nerfed. Whenever, like when Legion first came out, our Ignore Pain was stupid overpowered. Very, very overpowered. And they got nerfed to the ground. In previous expansions, like Season 1 of whatever PvP of whatever expansion you're talking about, Arms Warriors are normally really good at damaging. Everybody looks at them, they get nerfed to the ground. So anytime Warriors are somehow on top, they just really, really want to nerf us. So I hope we're not the top in Tomb. I am perfectly fine being second and third place when it comes to rating. Oh, jeez, that heroic leap! That heroic leap! That was terrible. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be at the top of tanking. As long as I'm not terrible, as long as I can still tank, and as long as I'm still viable, I'm all right. Don't make everybody look at me. Then you have the Druid Bear situation you have now, where everybody just wants to nerf them, and that's what they're doing. They're just completely changing things up for them. Thank you, Max. I picked it up in the Weak Aura website. I'm trying to find it for you guys. If not, I will. So if I can't find this Weak Aura on that website, what I will do is find the export string and give this to you guys. So once my live stream is over today, I'll export it myself and it'll be on this live stream. So if you guys want this Necrotic timer, check back when this live stream goes up as part of your sub box, and it'll be in the description. I'll try to find the original. If I can't, I'll export it again myself. They were LOSing me. Alright, we gotta reset him again. He ran in here with us. Alright. So now we have a clean slate. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I used to have a lot of fun playing Holy Paladins, but back in my day, playing Holy Paladins was very different. That was when we had spells that had different ranks. So I used to have hotbars with like rank 4 Flash of Light, rank 3 Flash of Light. Yeah, that's when I used to play. Very, very different playstyle. In order to conserve mana, I would just start casting different ranks. In fact, I remember when Beacon first got introduced. I thought it was such a weird spell. So I am going to want to run right back down the hallway again at some point. I hope they don't all hug that wall. We have a small little area there that we can go through. The movement on this boss is crazy because his hitbox is so big. You really have to drag him into corners in order to do anything with him. Let's just get rid of this volatile energy. So I do have 18 stacks of Necrotic, but it's gonna fall off right now. So here we go. So even though Necrotic gets a little high sometimes, when it does during boss fights, it's normally because that boss will give you a little bit of breather room. So this evocation, I don't think we're going to get him down during the evo, but he'll go down right after. I do have my ranged a little bit far away. I hope they can still... There it is. They were still able to DPS a little bit. I wasn't able to run him back. It got a little too congested. You think so, Max? You think druids are still going to end up top? Look, the part with me that kind of upset me is the fact that druids could solo tank Mythic Gul'dan. You know, when you talk about there's only one class that's so overpowered, they can solo tank the hardest fight in the game on progression. Not on farm, on progression. That one, that kind of strikes me the wrong way, you know? I feel like they can do a little bit more to even that playing field out. When you're on progression, you shouldn't be able to cheese mechanics that much. Like there's differences in tanks. I get it. Every tank should be able to perform a little bit different. I'm really bad at Croesus, but I'm really good at Spellblade. But when you can solo tank the hardest fight in the game on progression, yeah. Alright, let's jump back in. So hopefully we don't get Flame Wreath and we don't just go down to it. So let's just reflect those piercing missiles. Make him take all the damage. So I should jump back into Holy Paladin. Yeah, I've noticed that Holy Paladins are a lot better at AoE healing. Because back in BC, I was the tank healer. That was it. I would heal the tanks, and I wouldn't worry about the group. Wasn't my job. But nowadays, it seems like they've got a bigger repertoire for that. Like the whole flashlight thing, and then they throw the hammer on the ground, splashes around. Sacred Shield isn't. Is it even still called Sacred Shield? I know it uses the same icon, but I think nowadays it isn't even Sacred Shield. It doesn't work anywhere close to where it was before. It used to proc like once every 6 seconds, give you a bubble. It was insane. It's very true, Warblade. I use it. Oh, here's Flame Wreath. Shh, shh, nobody move. Nobody fucking move. I think we got one guy that moved. Somebody took big damage. I use Neltharion's Fury for one of two reasons. One reason is I want to crit block a lot, so when I am doing Nighthold, if I'm on Spellblade Alluriel and she's about to do her Annihilate, Neltharion's Fury is perfect for that because it guarantees crit blocks, so the damage that I take is a lot less. Or when I have a pack of like maybe about four or five mobs, I'll throw on Battle Cry and Neltharion's Fury at the same time. A lot of damage, a lot of threat. Is it more damage than Revenge? No, but Revenge is one swipe and then I have a 2-second cooldown. Neltharion's Fury ticks every second. So if I don't have a ton of rage to give, Neltharion's Fury is just always there. Yeah, you know, when there wasn't all the class homogenization, there was, you know, those specific roles. There was tank healers, group healers, even like you're healing group 1 and 2, and you're healing. Yeah, it was different back then. And then it was like, cool, you're a warrior tank, you're main tanking then, because you're gonna be applying the sunders. So you start tanking, you get the 3 sunders up, and you take the boss till the first rotation, and then like the paladin tank or whatever will taunt off of you, and he'll take it right after. But you need to apply the sunders first. That's going to give you a ton of threat, and it'll make sure that the mages won't peel, Because goddamn mages are threat machines. That's very true, Max. That's very, very true. When I was an alcoholic in Wrath, yeah, I would see spells, I'd see this, I'd see that, and I was like, oh yeah, he's casting this. Oh yeah, he's got to do this now. In Wrath, I played every class except for Warlock. Warlock was the one. I've never had a max level Warlock. I leveled up a Warlock for a little bit in vanilla, but I never finished leveling him up. I think he's in like the 30s somewhere. He's sitting around at like level 30, and he's got the Zul'Farrak bracers that give you minus int but plus stamina or something. They were only good for Warlocks. I forget what it was, but they had a negative stat, and I was like, yeah, it's because you have life tap. Makes sense. Don't be stupid. Oh no, we got an ad. I don't know what actually happens to ads once you kill the boss and like become normal sized again. I have 19 stacks of Necrotic. This is no good. 21. I don't think I can receive heals anymore at this point. My last stand is about to fall off. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, I reset the Necrotic. I didn't think I could reset the Necrotic on a boss. Well, I mean, I can, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than that. Oh no, I didn't get the killing blow. I was expecting to get victory rush from that spider. Alright, we need to get a res before I start pulling like crazy. And this next room isn't so fun. I already have 20 stacks of Necrotic. Get the hell away from me. Don't touch me. Alright, I need to get the hell away. Necrotic ended. I had 60 stacks. Alright, I can stop running around like a crazy ass now. These guys have a really fast swing timer, and I never really noticed because Necrotic has been out of rotation for so long. Wow. Yeah, Necrotic had been out of rotation for a while, so I hadn't really seen upper or any of the Karazhans. I'm doing good, Luis. How you doing, man? And you're right, Max. You're right. It was 5 Sunders. It was when Devastator or Devastate. Sorry, Devastate would add a Sunder. Or you could, if you didn't have, I don't know if Devastate was like a talent point, because I think I remember one of our tanks just didn't have it, and he actually pressed his Sunder button. Could be wrong. Could be remembering wrong. I'm glad he knocked me off. No wipes. No wipes on those heavy swings, which I'm very surprised by. Befu! What up, Hector? No Warblade. I didn't die there. That's why we have charge. Jump right back in. Like when I was first learning all the heroics this time around, I remember my first time in Heroic Vault. I ran over to an edge. I'm like, I'm going to tank the boss right here near the edge. try to knock my ass off, and I was able to pick it back up. I was able to just say, no, I'm alright. Let me just charge back in. I'll be good. What's up, Phil? Welcome to the live stream, man. I really did get 60 stacks. I don't know if you guys saw that. I had 60 of Necrotic. Yeah, I didn't think I'd survive that too. But now you guys know that in that room, those worms swing really fast. And even though they don't hit hard, they're gonna make that Necrotic add up. That was dumb how quickly it added up. I ran into the new group and it was like 20. There you go. How many more stacks do you want? What? You did MC as 58? Wow. It's impressive. Yeah, you just needed to make sure you couldn't get crit. And you had to have some fire resist gear for some of the fights. Alright. So with chests, we get right up to the enemy forces we need. Even though we skipped... who did we skip? We skipped that caster before Medivh, before Shade. So you can absolutely skip that. No need to do it. Chest gives you plenty of percentage. So Luis, I ran lower Karazhan yesterday. I did a plus 12 and we one chested it. It was pretty bad. If you run with a group that everybody's on it, that everybody knows what's going on, everybody knows how to handle Necrotic, it shouldn't be that bad, but I think 3 chesting a plus 10 is going to be difficult unless you're in a pre-made where everybody's got absolutely all the gear for it. But if you're in a regular PUG or something, it's going to be hard to 3 chest. I think you should be aiming for 1 chesting it this week. Just because the amount of trash is crazy. And when you look at stuff like the Morose room, you jump down into it, right? So you jump down onto 1 Arcane Warden, maybe 2 Skeletal Ushers, and a whole table full of other people, right? Full of non-elites. It gets a little intense. DPS seems a little bit low, although it might be because we have Tyrannical. But it took us a while to get here. It took us a while to get to this first ship. But yeah, I think lower Kara is going to give you a lot of issues if you're just running a normal PUG. If you're just with people who just kind of like do their own thing. But if you are with a group, you can 3 chest it. It's difficult. It's a lot more difficult than any other week that we've had. Ever since 7.2 launched, we've had relatively easy weeks. I think the only difficult week was Explosive before it got hotfixed. Yeah, so this week is going to be difficult, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. For sure, it's doable. Let's I'm going to stick all the way to the edge as much as I can just because of those orbs. Yeah, I didn't want to kill everyone. Did that orb really touch me? I didn't think I had gotten that orb. Alright. So we should get to the 3rd platform. Here it is. Is someone going to get hit as they jump into the portal? No, everybody's good. Ooh, missing the 3 chests by like 2 seconds. I know how that feels. I've been there before. I've been at like, alright, here's the last boss. We have a minute 45 to do him. Let's all, you know, get our A game going. Let's all do the last boss, and then you run in there, and then your DBM is like, that took you a minute and 52 seconds, and you're like, I needed 145. Why you do this? Oh, did somebody get knocked off? No, okay. I thought somebody got completely knocked off. Let's avoid these chaotic shadows. English is hard today. That should be a 3 chest, right? Yeah, we 3 chested that. Come on, give me a really good Raven Eidolon. What is this? What is this? Wow, that's really good. That's how we get upgrades. Look at all that haste. Wow, that might be best in slot. That's a really nice upgrade. We got an upgrade. Let's see. 904 to 904. Didn't even jump up our item level. It's 10 item levels higher. And our average item level still didn't jump up. That's a really nice upgrade for us. That's ridiculous. Wow. Wait, somebody got some good stuff here. What is this? 895. I think we already have that one. Grizzly. I think it's this one, right? No, let's see. Blood 895. Oh, that's why we haven't upgraded ours. Because we have the Ignore Pain one, which is best in slot. So that was an Upper Kara. +3. I mean, +11, I think. 3 chesting it. That wasn't too terrible. We got an upgrade from it. I'll take it. Didn't bump up our item level yet, but still good. Got a cool new belt that doesn't even fit our transmog. Let's jump into transmog. Get this going, and then jump right back into another Mythic Plus. This is not the transmog place. Luis, you did your +15. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah, Luis, congratulations. Once you hit that +15 and it feels like you did like if you were doing a +5 or something, yeah, that's when you know you're there, man. Good stuff. And thank you. That upgrade is actually really nice. I got my haste back up. My haste went back down because this week I got this helmet, and so I needed a. This was a huge upgrade, so I equipped a different piece of my tier set, so my haste went down. Now I'm back up. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see what else we can jump into. There was a Vault 12 that I saw. Lower. Okay, let's do lower. Let's do lower. I think everybody wants to see a lower live. So let's jump into a lower. Hopefully they accept us. We're still pending. Here we go. Let's jump in. Lower Karazhan. Okay, yeah. Yesterday, this was rough. Yeah, I equipped the chest piece because I had the maybe I unequipped the other one. I had this guy right here, this chest piece. So I threw on the chest piece for my tier set, just so that I can have this helmet. It's a nice bump up. It made my haste go down by a little bit, but overall the stamina and strength you get, armor you get, it's still an upgrade. I think I went up 3 item levels. Max, congratulations, man. Congrats. How do you like tanking Heroic Gul'dan? Because tanking the tanking difference between normal and Heroic Gul'dan is a big difference to me. Normal Gul'dan gets a little boring. Normal Gul'dan, you have phase 1, it's intense, you're tanking something, and then you jump into phase 2 and phase 3, and with normal Gul'dan, you're just kind of activating Fell Scythe every now and then. But in heroic mode, you actually have something to tank, something to interrupt. You switch tanking jobs. I prefer heroic, it's a lot better. But congrats on that. Heroic Gul'dan, AOTC. You've solo tank normal Gul'dan? Yeah, did you take 100 energy fill sites, or did you just like throw it on a DPSer? Just activate it on a DPSer. Why am I getting summoned? I'm right here. And absolutely, Max. Yeah, if you mess up a little bit, yeah, heroic Gul'dan will mess you up. If you don't activate right on time, taking like an 80 energy scythe from Gul'dan, yeah, that'll mess you up. Nije, thank you for the subscription, man. Thank you. That means a lot. I hope you enjoy my content while you're here. Yeah, wow, you took a few 100s? I haven't tanked normal in a while where I haven't taken a full fell scythe. Waiting on the mage to run in. Still need that mage. And yeah, that chest piece is really good, Max. Absolutely. Marcus, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that chest piece, Max, is really, really insane for tanks. I was still trying to do Gul'dan just so that I could get that trinket. That Gul'dan, the Draw of Souls. David, thank you for the sub as well. Getting a lot of subs right now. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing me some sub love. Let's jump right into this lower Karazhan. I think it was a plus 11. Yeah, I think so. That's true. You have a lot of those things that happen passively, Max. Plus 11, lower Kara. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, the fact that you have a lot of those, like, if you have like Ardent Defender, you have your heals. It makes it a little bit better for you, a little bit easier for you. I don't have very many of those. In fact, I don't have any of them. Jeremiah, thank you for the sub, man. Let's get some aggro on these guys and then run the hell away, because they really hurt. So there's the snare. There was the thunderclap. I have 22 stacks on me. They're going to fall off right about now. Get some more threat and then run away again. Just because at this point they're enraged. They're going to be doing a ton of damage. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I'm just gonna chill with my monkey. Hosem, thank you for the sub, man. I hope you enjoy the content. And if you ever want to reach out to me, Twitter, messages, comments, whatever you guys need. I'm also always open for video ideas, so if you guys ever want to see something on this channel, let me know. So I'm going to run up here. There it is, my Necrotic went away. I was just waiting for that Necrotic to go away. Oh, I have hunter traps. That's the first time a hunter is actually trapping for me. That's good. Yeah, I feel like giving it a shot now. Just taking 100 energy fell sites. I mean, it sounds like a nice little FU to Gul'dan, right? Like, yeah, you remember when you used to be able to do this to me? Not anymore. Alright, there's a Necrotic rot timer going away. And with this group, what I will do is start kiting them towards the opera stage. Alright, so I'll let those... They'll still remain aggro to me. I was there till they were about 50%, so no big deal. Let's activate opera. And yeah, David, if it was fortified as well this week, yeah, that would be intense. Nick, thank you for the subscription, man. Brittany, I'm glad you like that suggestion. That's what I do. I don't really like questing that much, honestly. And so, since I don't like questing and I love dungeon crawling, what I do is just queue up and then go do something else. And then when the queue pops, that's when I jump back in, do my dungeon. And if you have BOAs, it makes it a lot easier. So, Brittany, I'm glad that's working out for you. Makes it a lot easier. Logan, thank you for the subscription. That's a lot of subscriptions right now. Thank you guys. It means a lot. One thing you guys have to know about this week in Lower Kara is the amount of Necrotic you're going to get because of the ads. So, Tony and all his ads are all going to give you Necrotic, and it's going to add up, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. So, this Lower Kara boss might be a little bit difficult for you to do as well, just because of that. You also don't have a lot of room to kite. Tony can't be snared because he's a boss. See, at this point, I'm up to 20 stacks. So now I need to run away. I'm going to try to drop the stacks right now. Nope. There's Murgia chasing me. So my stacks are so high right now. At this point, the healer shouldn't even be healing me. I mean, this is 90% reduced healing. When I get low, I'll pop my last stand. Here it is. Here's my last stand. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to drop the stacks. Last time I ran this yesterday, I was able to drop the stacks. But that's because like Tony started casting his leg sweep. It just kind of like worked out that way. But yeah, you're going to need a lot of DPS this week in order to survive this guy. Because it's Necrotic is a pain in the ass with this opera event. Hector, I agree with you with like the new Legion zones are fun because they're flex, right? So you can be whatever level you want to be. Yeah, you can just run into the zone and start doing that. But when you have stuff like Warlords or Cataclysm or old leveling stuff, BOAs make it so that you level it so fast you only get to do the first, I don't know, 20% of the zone. And then after that, it's like this zone is useless. All the quests are really old. Now I have to walk back to Orgrimmar, go to the board, and at that board see what's up next, and then run back to the new zone. It's, I don't know. To me, questing is a lot. Can be a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, questing in Legion isn't too bad because you can go anywhere you want. You can kill boars like South Park until you're blue in the face, and boars are always going to give you a good amount of XP with the flex system. But without the flex system, yeah, I'm not too crazy about old stuff. I prefer dungeon crawling all day. Also with this area in Lower Kara, take it slow. You can pull the whole thing if you really want to. Let's see how much we can actually get. So there's a nice stun. Here's a snare, and let's start running away. I'm at 17 stacks. This guy, for some reason, didn't give a shit that I snared him. Look, he's got the snare on him. He's got the thunderclap effect on him, but he was like, no slow. I don't get slowed. I don't do that. That's not my type of scene. So we're good. As soon as this person goes down, we're all good. Nick, you don't have the gear for running this? You just gotta gear up a little bit. It's not too bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tank these guys over here so I have a little bit of room to run. Here's my stun, here's my snare, let me run away. They're gonna start casting the portal. Not much I can do about it with 30 stacks of Necrotic. Yeah, we needed more AoE stunts for that. Just because those portals are gonna kill you. Ooh, they got me. Yeah, the fact that they were all in rage too, that's what really got me there at the end. Alright. Let's run this way. Hopefully they follow me. Yeah, I like the Legion questing. I don't mind it at all. Why am I in combat? Oh, okay. I was like, what is this? What's this witchcraft? Yeah, the dungeon quests are really nice in Legion too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way just so that I can control the pulls. I know that I can jump right into Morose's room, but this is a necessary pack anyway, and this way I can control it as opposed to just jumping down. I don't know how many skeletal servants are waiting for me, how many wardens I'm just going to pull. I prefer having a little bit more control. Rip key, yeah, dude, this week with Lower Karazhan, it's going to be rip key for everyone. Alright, let's run in here. Let's see how slowly we can pull stuff. Again, this week for your Mythic plus on Lower Kara, you should aim for a +2. You should not be aiming for a 3 chest. It's aiming for a 3 chest this week will just cause more wipes and make your timer go on longer. Nick, I was about to say bye, Nick, but never mind. Just stay around for a little bit. Just wait. David, I don't know if Pally's Bop resets Necrotic actually. Max or Warblade, can someone chime in? But I think Boss left. Anyone know about that? Oh, I see the response, Lightfoot. Thank you for that. Thank you, Lightfoot. And yeah, Logan, Necrotic is very annoying. Because you have to, everything becomes deadly, right? Also, when I ran this yesterday, we failed at Morose. I want to say 2 wipes, so I think we got it on the third attempt. It was it's a little intense. Zebi, why is spelling your name? Am I saying it wrong? Max, you don't have Bob. What are you talking about? Yeah, you have to be able to kill him fast enough. You should be CCing Baroness Dorothea, and I want to say Lord Crispin. I forget which one it is. There's one guy that does something called like Annihilation or something. Wait, there's another trap here. So someone's gonna get Baroness. I'll get Crispin. Let me pick up the skeletal waiter. English is so difficult for me today. Let me pick up this waiter just so that we don't have him stacked up with Morose. His debuff, his extra necrotics, they'll add up. Alright. So I'm gonna let somebody else CC Moon. As soon as I see the trap go out, I'm gonna throw my trap out on Crispin. And the Infernal broke all the CC. So there was no point in CCing. Yeah, that Infernal broke everything, so now we're left to just kill everything. I have 30 stacks of Necrotic. I'm gonna try to kite some of it away. Nope. What happened is I just died. Alright, so it would have been okay except for that Infernal broke everything. Let's run back over there. Now we can jump straight into the Morose room. Logan, you off-tanked this as a rogue. In BC, I played a Healadin, so I didn't have to worry about anything tanking. But I remember that. I remember rogues having a tank. Oh, okay, Max. I see that. I didn't know that was a thing to just get rid of Bop. Alright, so we're waiting for the mage to jump in here, and we'll run back in. Max is always to blame, right? Max is always like, you need a wipe. Why haven't you died yet? No, you're gonna wipe. Like, oh no, one person died. He's like, that's it. You might as well wipe it. You might as well. Alright, so Baroness is CC'd over there in the corner. We're working on Crispin. I believe he's the one that does the big AoE, so now we should probably work on Darius. Fewer, or whatever his name is, he's really annoying, but he doesn't really do much. Here's my stacks. Don't touch me, Morose! There's more stacks. I thought my stacks were finally going to be able to fall off. Oh wait, well my stacks fell off. I think we need a little bit more CC or something. Yeah, this week this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. And right now my coat check can't come off because the healer is dead. Morose is definitely where you're gonna have the most problems. If your CC is on it, you're good. But yeah, the fact that Baroness broke, got a full mana drain on our healer, that didn't help. Max, I didn't know you were a Marine. But pessimism, that's not good, man. And yeah, evasion was the way to tank back in the day. I mean, so there was different boss fights, right? You had warlocks tanking in some fights. You had mages tanking in other fights. You had rogues tanking in other fights. That was always kind of fun. Max, the failboat has been here. It's stationed right outside. It hasn't left yet. It's still looking right at me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and trap Crispin. And then we're trapping Gruger. So that means that Baroness is going to run out here. Not going to let her get a mana drain off. She has to die immediately. There's the mana drain. There's the CC. So we changed the strategy. I think Baroness should be CC'd. But hey, if we want to kill her first, that's perfectly fine. We have something that was... I didn't see what broke the CCs this last fight. But whatever it was, you know, that breaking of the CC is what really gets us. I'm up to 17 stacks. There's the coat check. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up another one of these guys. And the thing with this guy, the thing with Druger, is I might be able to make my Necrotic stack fall off. Just because of the way he is. He just runs around in circles. Here we go. Perfect! Yeah, all he's going to do is run to people and get that whirlwind. Slows himself down. Easy for me to get my stacks off. I can finally get heals again. What I'm going to do at this point is run up here and start the kiting process this way. Oh, come on, Morose. Oh, Morose put another tick on me right before he went invis. Alright. So the other guy's dead. I can probably tank this, even if Necrotic gets a little too high. I believe. I believe in me. I hope Max does. Max, I need you to believe. I think we're good now. And yeah, Logan, that was basically one of the ways that I got Morose off of me. You need to do it right when he's gonna vanish, because right when he vanishes, look, when he vanishes, you've got a little bit of a cast time. He jumps off to someone else, and now he's gonna jump on me and coat check me. But you have to do it while he's gonna vanish. So if he's gonna vanish, everybody else might be busy casting, doing whatever. Do it when Morose is about to vanish, since you can't snare him. There it is. So we're gonna miss the one chest. We have a lot of trash to go, but I mean, look, we're at 32% of enemy forces. We might be a little bit short because we skipped a lot of stuff. We died in the beginning. So we didn't even get to clear a lot of the singers. We probably are going to be short, which means we need to run into the spider quarter. Spider quarter, just like Nax. Oh, what is it? The servants quarters. Getting your necrotics off with these chargers is relatively easy, just because they do that charge. So as soon as you see that they're going to start charging, that's when you start, you know, running away and kiting. One other thing is you have this balcony area here, so you can run up the balcony and then jump off of it, and all the mobs will actually try to run. So if you guys are ever having trouble kiting, just use that balcony area. I might be using it right now. Let's see. We'll see how out of hand this pull gets with all the smashes. So I'm at 14 stacks. Here I am at 20. So I'm going to go ahead and start kiting. So what I do is I run across and I run up here. So now everybody should be running this way. And then I just jump off. It's a good way of getting your necrotic off for kiting or raging or anything. And let's do it again. Here's another smash that was being cast. There's a stun. Here's a snare. Start running away because they all got to raging now, and I'm at 28 stacks. Those two things, no good. My necrotic wore off. I don't think they have any snares on them anymore. No, they don't. But we got a brand new pull, so gotta get on this new stable hand. He was casting a spell. Logan, yeah, that's how it is, man. Just start charging on everything, start running around like crazy. One of the reasons I like warriors too is just because of how much mobility they have. Alright, so again, let's build up a few stacks of this. There's my stun, there's my snare. My necrotic just fell off. So I don't need to worry about it too much. I didn't think my necrotic was gonna fall off at all. So there's a healing touch, but unfortunately I gotta run away. I gotta go. My people need me. Oh jeez. There's a necrotic. The good thing, even though lower Kara is full of trash and it can be a pain in the ass, the good thing is lower Kara has a lot of space. A lot of space for you to run away. I don't know, Max. I actually haven't thought about. I thought it doesn't, since it doesn't bother me. I didn't really think much of it. But if it gets in the way of you guys kind of viewing stuff, yeah, I can do that. I can look into that. I don't mind changing my UI a little bit. I mean, since when I first started making videos, I had the default UI. So things are a lot different now. But yeah, if it really bothers you guys, if it gets in the way of you guys seeing the angle, yeah, I can absolutely remove it. I think my weak auras, I'm probably going to make those buttons a lot smaller now as well. I'm down for some heroes, Hector. No, actually, since it is Mother's Day, you gotta be a good son and go visit, go call your mom, go do something. Don't you gotta go do that. No, Max. Honestly, if it's gonna open stuff up, I really don't mind. I mean, yeah, all the stuff down here on the right hand side, it's like mounts and toys and just, it's all a bunch of nonsense that I don't really need. All I have down there that I need is my trinket activation and my shield wall, so I can absolutely remove it. Alright, let's get a stun going. I have really high stacks of Necrotic. And start running away. Please don't hurt me. Alright, 17%. We made it out alive. And now we're up to the last boss. 3 minutes left. Our healer has 50% mana. I'm going to let him drink up a little bit if he wants to. Let him get up to about 80 and then jump in. So he did say everybody stack up for Shared Suffering. One thing that you guys should know, if you do play a warrior tank, throw Spell Reflect on when Shared Suffering is about to go off. It's going to help, you know, kind of be a shield wall for that Shared Suffering. There's absolutely no need for you to take 100% of that damage. In fact, if you throw Spell Reflect up, you might even be able to solo tank a Shared Suffering. In fact, you should be able to. So here's a Shared Suffering, Spell Reflect, and everybody else took a huge amount of damage. I took basically none because of my Ignore Pain and because of the Spell Reflect. With Tyrannical this week, you're probably going to see this phase. I know most of the times we do a ton of DPS, we don't see this phase. But since it is Tyrannical, boss does last a lot longer. So you're probably going to have to do a lot of this dodging. And there's no perfect way of doing it since those stampeding horses go every which way. They exist everywhere. Oh, I just thought about it. I don't think we have enough percentage. So even if we kill the boss in time, I don't know if we'll actually get the chest because I didn't check how much percentage we had. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. So 2 people are down. One of them is our healer, unfortunately. I think he just got rezzed. Yeah, our healer just got rezzed, so that's good. And for Lower Kara, it doesn't show me the enemy forces, so I don't know if we're good or not. And yeah, Logan, yeah, warriors do take a while. And Logan, the first time you jump into Nighthold, you're going to feel squishy as all hell. You're going to feel like every other tank has a huge edge on you. Yeah, we still need a lot of enemy forces. A lot. We're at 64%. This is going to be a one chest for sure. So what I'll do, instead of going to the spider quarter, those spiders hit really hard, I'll just run up here to the servants and just start killing servants. Hector, today is Mother's Day in Mexico. So it depends on your culture. They're different days. Max, I haven't taken a look at it, but I did see like when he was getting it all set up, he had like he was tweeting about it and showing off on it. It looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I use an iPad for chat. Like right now when I'm streaming, I have an add-on for chat. Ooh. I have an iPad for chat. That's what I meant to say, not an add-on. So I'll wait for the res. Should be fine. There's just a few of those like non-elites up, one elite up. Actually, we might wipe to this. Rip Key. Yeah, the guy got MC'd. So it'll be easier to run back. Nick, see you later, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for enjoying my content. Jason, I'm glad you're finding this content helpful, man. This week is a rough week for Mythic Plus, but it shouldn't be too bad. You'll still be able to get your plus 10 done. I don't think this is a week to push high-level keystones, but you can certainly do your normal plus 10, get the highest amount of gear. I forgot that we needed Maiden too. I honestly thought like, oh no, we did all the bosses. We're good. No, I completely forgot we skipped Maiden. You're right, Rillian. You're right. Alright. So let's start kiting a little bit. 27 stacks is a little high. Jason, thank you for subbing, man. Thank you for the support. It looks like it'll be pretty cool, right? Because when I saw his tweets, he has like his questing there and his map there and stuff like that. Like it looks like it'll be cool. It looks like you can make it very functional, very useful. Okay, are you going to get carried as a tank, or are you gonna go as like DPS but set your loot spec to tank? Because if you run in there as a tank, you might die a few times, especially since you're not geared. You might die on stuff like Crosis and Spellblade. It's gonna hurt. So maybe it'll be better if you run in as a DPS and just set your loot spec. Warblade, I do have the legendary wrist, yeah. Alright, so after this, I shouldn't need to pull any more mobs. It should be whatever's down the hallway should be more than enough. So I'm going to go ahead and stun this. Throw out a snare. Oh, no. I think it was a Shadow Bolt. Yeah, Shadow Bolt volley got me. Hit me for 1.5 mil. They should be able to survive. Actually, the retainer is going to kill him. Yep. Yeah, this lower Kara is going to hurt this week. Oh, and it doesn't help that my healer got holy locked. Alright, so you know what? I'll release anyway. Even if he doesn't wipe, he can't res us. It's a hunter. Let's run back in. Logan, since you're jumping into Nighthold, I have a video called Prot Warrior Survival Guide for Nighthold. I really suggest you watch that. It's going to help you know everything you need to know about Nighthold tanking. Oh, let's not run this way. So, Prot Warrior Survival Guide for Nighthold. I highly suggest you watch that. And Warblade, I'm with you. I think Max is causing all these wipes. Getting holy locked, it was probably Max that popped up behind him and interrupted his spellcasting. It's ridiculous. Rebuke. I don't know why Max insists on like making me wipe all the time. Yeah, no problem, man. Just check that video out. It should help you out. These damn sentries. So Necrotic wore off. Kiting down this hallway can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but you should be good. That's exactly what he did. He just screamed in his ear. Yeah, it probably has something to do with me being undead, just taking too much damage. I don't know if you guys saw the most recent video from Mad Season, where he goes over like the differences between our client and the Chinese client. The Forsaken or the Undead and the Chinese client look so much better. I really like how Undeads look, but the fact that like our spine sticks out of everything and our ribs stick out of everything, and there's no way around it. Like it's just part of who you are. I wish you could change it. Can I just go to the barber and have him put my ribs back in? And yeah, Warblade, that's what we're doing right now. So we're also at 97% forces. We have a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can make it. my knees are hanging out, Max. Should be all set. So for this time around, I won't jump into Sacred Ground. There's enough damage going around with Tyrannical, so I will just use Berserker Rage. So as a warrior, when this hits you, just Berserker Rage out of it. You're good. So we should be all set. I don't know how much time is going to be left after this maiden. I didn't check it right before. Should be good. Pac-Man, how's it going, man? I'm glad you can join this week. The best tank right now, Chocolate, this patch is Druid tanks, Bear tanks. Alright, so yeah, that keystone's done. Rip key. Here's the last few percentage we need. At least I think this should be enough. At this point, we can just take our time. My gear is starting to break. This was way too many wipes. I thought yesterday was bad. This went a lot worse. Yeah. So there's a keystone timer. Get me a res. You guys see my gear? Look at this gear. Warblade, we did. We had a wipe in the room right after Opera with all the singers that cast Firelance Portal, and since we had that wipe, we wiped because one person released and wasn't there to do stuns. So it was, you know, I wasn't there to do stuns either. So yeah, it got a little rough. We skipped Maiden. At this point, I'm just glad we got it done. 3K repair bill, yeah. And yeah, Brittany, we had really good runs in the beginning. When we started today, it was really good runs. But Lower Kara, honestly, Lower Kara is going to be just about as difficult as it gets for a dungeon this week. Just because it just applies a ton of necrotic on you, a ton of raging. So yeah, this is gonna be the hardest thing, one of the hardest dungeons you can run this week. At least we got some AP out of it. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's just jump out. Somebody got a nice little wrist there, I believe. Oh, somebody got a nice ring. $8.95. Let's see how much the repair bill is. 300. That's not too bad. 300. That's a few class order hall quests. 2 of them. Pac-Man. That's cool, man. 888 item level. Congrats. Congratulations, man. Hopefully you're still working your way up. Heroic Nighthold. Trying to get your last few pieces of gear before maybe like a month from now will be Tomb. We'll see. June sometime. We'll see exactly when it launches. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's see another plus 10 of something we haven't done yet. Here's a vault plus 11. It only has one person in it, so let me see if I can find... Oh, here's a vault plus 11 with 3 people in it. Let's see how that goes. Pac-Man, you're EU playing in the US. That's a lot of lag. Let's jump into this group. So let's start flying over to Vault right after we turn in our weekly. Let's see what we get from our heroic Nighthold chest. I don't want that. Oh jeez. Why this ring? Yeah, I don't want that ring. Get away from me. Just get away from me. David, I didn't see a Cathedral above 10. The highest Cathedral I think I saw was like a plus 6. So if I would have seen a plus 10, I would have jumped in there to wipe a little bit more. Neftali, I did mention that. That's exactly what I said about Berserker Rage. You can use it to break the Maiden Incapacitate, whatever it is. I forget what it's called at this moment. Repentance? Yes, Repentance. June 13. It's a good prediction. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. I'd say June 13, June 20th. Yeah. Yeah, you should start jumping into some heroic stuff, Pac-Man. Yeah, I definitely need a refund for that. Really, Eric? I don't play Final Fantasy 15, but there's a lot of people that do. And right now, what I've noticed is that there's a lot of people jumping back and forth. There's some people that are quitting WoW, going over to Final Fantasy 15, and there's some people that are quitting Final Fantasy 15 and coming over to WoW. I've seen a lot of threads lately of people starting WoW now, and they're saying, I'm done with Final Fantasy 15. I've heard a lot about World of Warcraft. I'm barely starting, so it's interesting to see that both games are really competing with each other. And yeah, Cathedral's the devil, but it did get nerfed again. So I think it is the third time it's been nerfed. So Cathedral shouldn't be too bad anymore. Look, there's no healer that wants to join Vault. Man. Thank you. Am I close to saying it how it should be? Is it Neftali? Any healers? Any healers, please? Anyone? No healers? They saw that we wiped way too much on Lower Kara, and they don't want to run in. And actually, Neftali, I just realized your last name, Perez. Where are you from, Neftali? That's an interesting name. So yeah, we're just waiting for a healer at this point. This week is going to be short on tanks and healers. It's just the way it is. When people see Necrotic, healers and tanks both get PTSD. Oh, okay. There's an accent on the I at the end. Bori, New York. So instead of Neftali, is it Neftali? Am I getting a little bit closer? These healers. We need a healer. Oh man. Any healers on my friends list? Let me see. I don't think so. Nope. No healers on my friends list. Would I rather be Justin Bieber for a week or Angelina Jolie for a day? Angelina Jolie for a day. Any ideas to boost gear over 900? Pac-Man. There's a few things you can do. They're all pretty damn grindy. If you don't mind just turning your brain off and grinding, Schubert, welcome to the live stream, man. If you don't mind turning your brain off and grinding Pac-Man, Nether Shards. They start at 880 and they can work their way up. So you might be able to get over 900. Another good way of doing it is to just spam Mythic pluses. You're gonna get 895 if you're doing plus 10s all day. You're getting 895 baseline. So you might be able to get something like this. I got a Titan Forge gear earlier. This started off as an 895, got Titan Forge to 915. Besides that, Heroic Nighthold, unfortunately. But your Mythic plus 10s, Nether Shards if you think you're gonna be lucky, because they'll start at 890. But honestly, I would suggest Mythic pluses. David, the artifact challenge is very difficult. In fact, when you're in a Mythic Plus and you overpull and you get like 20 mobs, that might even be a little bit easier because you at least have a healer. You have like people that can stun for you. But doing the artifact challenge is doing everything yourself. You need to watch every victory rush proc you get. You need to time every cooldown you get. You need to time everything, and it's only you. You can't yell in Discord for someone else to stun, or you can't say, "Guys, I messed up my interrupt. Someone else cover my interrupt." That's it. You messed up your interrupt. You messed it up. There's no one else in there with you. You're about to take 3 million damage from a spell. So the artifact challenge is very tough because it relies only on you. That being said, David, the fact that it's only you makes it so that you can improve a lot faster. When it's a raid, when it's 25 other people, there might be some people who don't really care about progressing as much as you do, so it takes a long time to progress. But since it's just you, it's going to be easier for you to progress, because you're going to see your mess ups, you're going to catch them yourself, and as long as you are in it for yourself, you'll be fine. But it is for sure the most difficult thing I've done in game. Absolutely. Once I get more gear, it might become more trivial, but right now, yeah, for sure. Very, very difficult. Boricua. Got it, Neftali. Or Neftali, thank you for stopping by. You go from 870 to 810 in a day. Yeah, it's really easy to gear up now. These healers. There it is. We got a healer. Let me let them know that there's a healer in queue. Hopefully we get it. There it is. All right. Yeah, this is waiting for a healer was interesting. I hope it doesn't happen like that anymore. Vault of the Wardens plus 11. Let's see how it goes. I haven't done it this week. They want 890 plus for a plus 6. That's not how gear works. With 890 you should be running a plus 10. Because if you run a plus 10 you're getting 895s, you're getting upgrades. You should be running stuff that gives you upgrades, right? So running a plus 10 would be right around where you should be. Yeah, David, prot's difficult. Max, how close did you get? I got to second phase pretty consistently. I don't remember the exact percentage, but I was getting to phase 2 pretty consistently at least. Wow, Logan. Yeah, it's been said that the first 2 legendaries are basically free, and there's a lot of things to back that up. Although on my druid, I still haven't gotten my second legendary. My druid has 1 legendary, has cleared normal Nighthold, LFR multiple times, still no second legendary. It's really weird. And Kenzo, I agree. If everybody in the group is 890, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get the 3 chests. But everyone's at least going to be getting upgrades, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to be getting that 895. So I think requiring 890 for a plus 6 is very ridiculous. Yeah, Logan, I'm still working on my second one. I'm telling you, my druid has. I get on. I do a few mythic. I don't play my druid nearly as much as I play my warrior, but for me to not even have my second legendary, which is supposed to be a freebie, basically. What is this guy doing? He's just not jumping in here. I don't. We might need to find another DPSer. You got refused for a plus 5? That's ridiculous. And yeah, Kenzo, you can definitely roll higher. I mean, I've seen people join LFR and get 910s. It's a possibility, but, you know, we're talking about, what, maybe less than 20% for sure? Maybe less than 10? And that's if you get the piece of gear? Because there's only 4 pieces of gear if you 3 chest. So 4, right? And so it really depends. Vault of the Wardens is serious this week. We'll see. We'll see how difficult it gets. Always the most difficult pack is this pack over here, right before the stairs, because you have all the non-elites right before, and then you have these guys right after. That to me is like the most difficult pack, unless you, if you overpull the spiders too at the end, it's gonna be difficult. David, nice. You got this. It would probably be the second best in slot legendary. Although I'll tell you what, the gloves are supposed to be the best, or the gloves are the best in slot. But the bracers, even though they're not best in slot, they have more versatility. So, and I don't mean the secondary stat versatility. Those bracers fit with anything else. So those bracers are really good. Real Kenzo, thank you for the sub, man. I'm glad you stopped by the live stream. I'm glad you like the content. And Kenzo, no, man, this is my main. My main is a 904 protection warrior. Every week I live stream at this time, Kenzo, and I try to pug everything just to see how bad it is that week, right? In a pre-made, everything can be easy. If I ran with 4 other people, it wouldn't be too bad. But if it's only pugging, everything gets a little bit more difficult. So I want to kind of bring that content to you guys, see how difficult things really are. If I ran with 4 other people that have all done, you know, Mythic Gul'dan or some shit, it's all going to be easy. Nothing's going to be difficult in this game besides Mythic Nighthold. So I try to pug everything every week. All the content that I bring to this channel, or the large majority of it, is pugged. Word on the street, Max. Word on the street. This expansion, I wouldn't mind having a paladin, since I used to be such a big paladin junkie. This hunter just keeps not being ready and took him forever to run in. Yeah, having having a main paladin, all of vanilla and BC, the fact that you can get Ashbringer, it makes me want to. It makes me want to have a paladin, so maybe. We'll see. Really, you get tired of your Prot Warrior? For me, my Prot Warrior is pretty damn fun. Especially, I feel like Prot Warriors have a lot of different playstyles, right? You have Devastator, you have Indomitable, you have different legendaries, like you can run Anger Management and the Belt and the Bracers, or you can run the Walls Fell and the Belt. I feel like Warriors have a lot of different playstyles. We can play around cooldowns, we can play around blocking. So I really like my Prot Warrior. I feel like there's a lot to do with him. Alright, so I did have a lot of stacks of Necrotic, but I decided to pick them up. I knew I could kite them a little bit, so jumped in there for that. Alright, let's see. My Necrotic did fall off, so I'm back down to 4. Here's the Raging, and let's start running away. Start kiting a little bit. I don't want 3 Raging Hunters. One of them is fine, but 3 of them and this normal Infestor would have been no good. 1 stack of Necrotic, I can start picking these guys up. So there's a Necrotic wearing off again. Yeah, the key to Necrotic is making it... The fact that it falls off between combat is really, really helpful. Unfortunately, that last lower Kara that we ran was really bad. But this one shouldn't be too bad. I think lower Kara is really as bad as it gets. Upgrading your weapon level, Pac-Man, is a few different ways. The first one is getting relics, and the second one is getting AP. So if you want to maximize your AP every week, it's gonna be tough, but you can do it. The best way to maximize your AP every week is to do LFR, to run a Mythic plus 10, and to do all of the world quests that you see that have AP on it. So it's gonna be world quest, LFR, normal, heroic, but definitely running all of the raids is the quick way there. Doing LFR, normal, heroic, and then doing all the world quests that have AP on them too. And then if you do all the quests that have AP on them, you are basically going to complete your emissary caches while doing it, and you get a little bit of bonus from doing emissaries. Oh, Max, but you still got the 2 best in slots. I'm still looking for mine. I recently upgraded one of mine to 2nd best in slot, and I'm still looking for the 3rd. I still have one that's really bad, but it was like 30 item levels higher than the one I previously had in there, so I pretty much had to. But I'm still looking for my best in slots. So if you want to pull really big packs, there's a few things you need to know. The first thing is you need to have shield block up the whole time. You can't pull a big pack and not have shield block up. Shield block is going to do a lot of blocking damage, and even though it doesn't seem like a lot, it's like, oh, it's going to block 40%. It'll add up, and it's a huge difference. The difference between a tank that runs in with active mitigation and without active mitigation is massive. So yeah, the first one is make sure you have your shield block up. And then after that, if you're going to run into a really, really big group, you want to use Demoralizing Shout as well. So shield block, Demoralizing Shout. As soon as your shield block falls off, if you don't have another charge waiting, Neltharion's Fury. Neltharion's Fury guarantees crit blocks. So that means that 100% of the damage you're taking, or not 100%, depends on what you're pulling, right? Physical or magic. But the damage that you're pulling, it's all going to be crit block. So you're going to be taking 60% less damage. So if you're going to be doing really big pulls, those are a few like very simple things to do. Demoralizing Shout, shield block, and they help out a ton. Alright, let's keep some damage going here. Yeah, I don't have the Boomkin shoulders. I mean, I have really, really bad luck on my... I don't know why I wasn't getting healed. I just wasn't receiving any heals at that point, and I didn't even have high stacks of Necrotic or anything. Who knows? The healer just got tired. Does the healer have mana? The healer does have mana. No, that's... Yeah, the healer does have mana. Huh. No idea. Yeah, my druid has the legendary chest, which makes me like heal myself a little bit better. And yeah, Kenzo, the thing is, Kenzo, to pick up threat on everything, you have 3 different things you can do, right? You have Revenge, Thunderclap, and Neltharion's Fury. So when you're trying to pick everything up, what you should be doing is running into position. Your Thunderclap is going to do damage behind you as well. So your Thunderclap, you can be in a slightly different position for Thunderclap. You can pick up mobs that are behind you, all around you. And then once you start getting them into position, you're going to be using Revenge. And in case you fall behind, in case you really can't make it, stand in between you and like your casters or your healers, whoever's going to pick up threat, and start using Neltharion's Fury. And I know a lot of people don't use Neltharion's Fury because it's not high damage, but hey, it still picks up a lot of threat. So even though you can maximize your DPS a lot better by not using Neltharion's Fury, doesn't mean it's bad. It has a lot of threat to it. It's up every 45 seconds. It's a nice AoE ability. Overall, it's a very good thing to use. Like right now, I'm going to use Neltharion's Fury, right? I had that that soul debuff on me, so it's going to have a slightly longer cooldown. But I'd had my other stuff was down, so I couldn't use some of the other stuff. I really want to move this boss a little bit. Jesus. Alright, there it is. I wanted to move the boss back a little bit, help everybody out. I have 25 stacks at this point because of those ads. Those stacks will fall off as soon as Inquisitor goes and summons something else. So here's another Sap Soul. These stacks need to fall off. Go summon something. I need more deeps. Alright, so the stack should be falling off now. Unfortunately, I have to pop a few cooldowns there. There it is. No stacks. I can get healed right back up to full. But these ads are terrible for Necrotic. Also, something that doesn't help with Necrotic is the fact that one of our DPSers died as soon as the fight started. So we're short DPS, which means I'm taking more damage. I'm taking higher stacks. So yeah, the fact that that DPSer died is really coming around and biting me in the ass. I'm at 19 stacks at this point. I think we should be fine. I should be able to survive this. I don't see why not, but hell, maybe not. Nope. Yeah, if we would have had one more DPSer, it would have been good. Because these two DPSers aren't bad. But it just makes the stacks go a little too high. Rip key. Max, you and your rip key. Yeah, you do have a lot of AoE as a paladin. Is that what that was, Trace Love? I was wondering why I wasn't getting any heals. I didn't see him just spamming Solar Wrath in the corner. Jeez. Yeah, this hunter is the one that was AFK, didn't join. Once he joined the group, he said he wasn't ready. This hunter's gonna be the death of me. Or he already was, actually. Like, I think he released, too. I think, yeah, that's him. I'm pretty sure he released. Yep. Alright, time to kite. 41 stacks of Necrotic. Can I get some heals? There we go. Why is he taunting? The DK taunted. Alright. All of these Fellhounds have Raging. And they're just not going down. Get the hell away from me. Don't touch me. This DPS is really low for what they want to do. Yeah, not for a plus 11. Alright, fine. He just keeps taunting off me. Not compare achievements. He's an unholy DK. Just tell him not to taunt. An undead doing deadlifts? That's not good. My knees will wobble. Yeah, Kenzo, if you're trying to do a plus 15, your pulls need to be very significant. So I can see why people would complain about smaller pulls on a plus 15. I think the problem is everybody wants to 3-chest everything. So even if you're running a plus 15, everybody still wants to 3-chest a plus 15. And every now and then, realistically with your gear, you can't. We're still waiting for this hunter. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. I think one of these guys is his buddy. Because they didn't boot him in the beginning when we were just waiting for him. I think so, John. I think that hunter just keeps going up and down the elevator. He's good now. He's here now. But I think that hunter was for sure just going up and down the elevator. Elevator boss is real, guys. I don't know if you guys still realize this. The elevator boss is real. No memes about it. Yeah, that's exactly what will happen. My kneecap will end up 10 feet away from me. You do want this guy to take as much damage as possible by letting him get hit by all of the orbs. All right, let's start. Let's start organizing this. Oh, jeez, it hit me. Why? That's not how you do things. What the hell's going on here? Is this Hunter doing all of this? Did he move? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my healer's dead. I forgot about that. Ugh. Make the boss take all the damage. Alright. Activate our trinket. Absorb a lot of this damage. Let the boss take a lot of it. Yeah, this group isn't gonna get very far. The DK doesn't have his res up. We'll see what happens. I'm at 13 stacks. It's not too bad. My ignore pains are still working a little bit. No! I thought we were going to be able to carry this group. Not with this luck. Nope. Nope. Granted, I stepped over the puddle for a little bit, but yeah, it's not going to happen. There's the death of the DK. Oh, man. This is Ripkey for sure right here. Where the hell are we? Yeah, this group's not doing too good for this dungeon. And oh, and the hunter doesn't even release. All right. I don't like leaving groups, but jeez. Yes, Aizen. Pugs this week are gonna be a pain. All right. Let's see how we do this time. I don't suggest pugging lower and maybe something like Vault this week. Although Vault, honestly, it shouldn't be that bad. But people were messing up the the key focuses. The fact that we only have 2 DPSers and the hunter is in like another dungeon while we're doing this one. So see, look, so these two are organized already. They're already how they should be. There it is. Let's organize this guy. And, oh god, why are you facing it? Alright, I have no Necrotic on me, but I'm dying. Come on. Where are my heals at? Let me move him a little bit out of his puddle. Alright. That hunter died like as soon as everything started. He probably honestly died for standing in the puddles or taking too much damage from the arcane orbs that are flying around. Oh no. Yep. And he... why was I like at 20% with 1 stack of Necrotic on me? Blizzard! Why you do this? Yeah, no, this, I don't think this is gonna work out. We'll try one more wipe, but at this point, even if we don't wipe anymore, 12 minutes for 3 bosses and the trash in between them. I'm here for one more wipe. Yeah, if we wipe more, it's gonna be Ripkey anyway. Yeah, Kenzo, I can imagine like having a tank that not knowing what bursting does and he just pulls 20 mobs. Yeah, I can imagine bursting being really tough depending on your tank. Max, your Ripkey comments. Let's give it another shot. Let's see how this goes. Seriously, Brittany. Seriously. Brittany, I don't know if you were here when I used to stream a lot of Heroic Nighthold. There was 1 week I was streaming Heroic Nighthold. I streamed for 4 hours, and I got a total of 0 bosses down that day. It was just fail heroic after fail heroic after fail heroic. Yeah, it kind of feels like that week, but we got a few good dungeons down. We got a few +10s and +11s down today, but it honestly feels kind of like that day with that Heroic Nighthold. Why is everybody dying? Did they jump into the beams? I don't even know how they're dying that fast. I need to like make up things that they could do. It's like this boss doesn't have that much damage if you just count for the stuff that's on the ground. It's like they have to be doing something on purpose. Did hunters get life tapped? Did I miss that patch note? Are they just like, here, hunters don't have enough ways to kill themselves, added life tap to hunters? Come on, kill yourself with all these orbs. Do it! Come on! 100k! Who left the group? The shaman. Yeah, I don't blame him. This is it. Having to solo bot. Oh yeah, the healer and the hunter were in a group together. They were from the same realm. They both left at the same time. Oh man. Yeah, definitely when groups don't know fights, when groups are just going in blind. I mean, that hunter, he's doing decent damage, but failing at every mechanic ever. It's a catch-22. Like he was 500k. It's not amazing. It's not bad. Man. And yeah, Max, as of right now, like, I feel bad being the guy who's like, no, screw this group, we're leaving, and depleting their keystone. But when the new patch comes out, at least there won't be depleted keystones. +10 Blackroot Cold. Start running over there, or start flying over there. Hopefully this +10 Blackroot Cold isn't that bad. Blackroot Cold can be worse too. Blackroot Cold really does have a lot of trash that can add up, do some nasty things. Window clickers. At first, Max, at first I thought you meant no, window lickers. It's like the who are they? There's a song, the Aphex Twins. You ever seen that? You ever seen that music video? If you want to traumatize yourself, you should watch that video. I believe it's Window Licker. Later, Max. Have a safe drive home. Thank you for stopping by, man. Brittany, I didn't get the memo. I really didn't get the memo of the beams healing. And thank you for interacting and for stopping by all the time. I really appreciate it. Having a conversation with you guys is very, very cool. I mean, you guys know I haven't been doing this for a while, so having conversations with people is still relatively new to me, but it still holds that really like interesting value. It's not something that I consider a very normal thing, right? Just talking with people watching my content. So I appreciate all you guys stopping by, tuning in, and being part of the conversation. It's really cool to talk with people. Especially nowadays. I mean, World of Warcraft, when we first started, I think we all had a ton of friends that played it, right? We all had tons and tons of friends playing vanilla and playing BC. And nowadays, most of the people that I know that still play this game are people that I've met online, and not necessarily people that I know in real life. So it's really cool to actually have a conversation with a lot of like-minded people. Alright, somebody said invis and somebody else said no invis. So we're not doing the invis strategy, which is going to be a lot tougher, especially with Necrotic, but we'll see how it goes. Kenzo, the Suramar storyline. If you haven't done any Legion, Kenzo, flying is gonna take you at max level maybe like 3 weeks to a month. It really depends on how fast you grind things out, but yeah, 3 weeks to a month. Phil, trinkets for tanking. Infernal Contract right here. This is gonna be a very, very good one. The amount of absorption on that trinket is crazy. Here is one of the best in slot trinkets you can get, and you can buy it off the auction house. Dark Moon deck, Immortality. You can just buy it from the auction house and buy the Obliterum. It's a little expensive, but it's really good. Like it's a really good trinket. So if you have like an extra maybe like 15 to 20k sitting around, Dark Moon deck Immortality for sure. No questions asked. That's gonna hold you off until you get some really, really good stuff. Get the hell away from me. Don't touch me. Alright. So the kiting is not too bad. People are helping me out. Get some good spell reflex going in the beginning. The necrotic stacks don't add up too fast with casters, so that's a positive. Here comes a soul blast from an enraged person. Oh, I think he died right before it hit me. Yeah, Phil, I'm using Infernal Contract on Dark Moon deck. I really really highly suggest using Dark Moon deck. It got upgraded in item level this last patch in 7.2. It used to be like 860, but since it got upgraded, it went back up in our rankings to being one of the best. I really do highly suggest it. Alright, let's get these necrotic stacks off of me. He does have Glaive Toss, so there we go. Perfect. Alright, time for the boss. And this next boss, you can actually solo. Unlike the Gazer boss in Vault of the Wardens. Yeah. Thank you, John. I really do hope I get good luck with this one too. I hope I get an upgrade. I don't know how many upgrades I have in this dungeon. This isn't a dungeon I do too often, so I don't think there's very many upgrades here. I know HOV is full of upgrades for me. That's why I really like doing that dungeon. So pull this boss up to a corner, away from everyone. They get a ton of real estate to run around and drop the scythes and whatever in. Soul Echoes. You get a much smaller space, but honestly it also minimizes that. That Reap Soul, look how little it is in comparison to like the whole stage. So take this guy to a corner, tank him there. You know what? I've had that happen. I've had it happen where when Max leaves, the luck does get a little bit better. It's happened in the past. I like to blame Max every now and then. Get your spell reflect up for that soul burst. It barely even touches you. Phil, the first trinket is actually from Gul'dan, Infernal Contract. And that's gonna be a really good one. But if you know, you're probably not gonna jump in and do Gul'dan. There is, I have too much gear. This trinket is from Scorpyron. It's not as good, but it's still a nice bubble effect. Animated exoskeleton. Do I? Kenzo, if you stick around for a little bit, I can get you a sheet like a full Google document with best in slot trinkets, where to get them, how they rank up against each other. So if you give me a little bit so that I can kind of just keep running this, I'll get you that list. Ooh, I don't want to use a soul stone yet. Alright. Yeah, that part. This part is probably the trickiest part. What you need is a healer that cleanses you immediately. If you don't have that, that's what happens. You go down. But it's not too bad. Yeah, you need the healer to cleanse you, to get rid of these stacks of those spiders. Give you a little magic debuff. Nope, this is no good. Alright, so let's see if I can make Necrotic fall off right now. Yeah. Alright, perfect. Just because this stack is going to be a little intense. This is a really big pull. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm getting a lot of raging people now. So let me run over here. Start kiting them away. It doesn't really matter how far I kite them as long as I run back to my group. I know I'm LOSing my healer right now, and that's not the best situation to be in, but Necrotic is even worse. And there's my healer life gripped me, so we're all good. So again, I'm going to try to LOS because of those rangers. I should have plenty of aggro. There's a knife dance. I got hit by the bone breaking. Let me stun that knife dance. Alright, so at this point, I do want the Necrotic to fall off again. Actually, I'm at 8, but I do have a lot of enraged in there. Alright, we're good now. And he should go down. Perfect. The best healer in Mythic Plus. I would say that Holy Paladins have a lot of versatility because they can bop, they can bubble themselves, they can salvation. I think Holy Paladins have a better repertoire than everyone. That being said, I think healing druids are probably a little bit easier to use to just roll stuff out on people. I know that when people are pushing really high keystones, the healer of choice is Discipline Priest, because they can also do a little bit of damage. So if you know a really good Disc Priest, be nice to them. They can help you get to that plus 15, plus 20. Because they're also going to be doing damage alongside with everybody else. But the thing is, Disc Priest is such a different way of playing, not everybody can get used to it. Also, Kenzo, if it's your first time kind of like tanking, or for anyone out there that's kind of learning how to warrior tank, there's some talents that are, you know, best in slot. They're going to give you the most survivability, but there are some talents that are going to make your life a lot easier, especially if you're just learning how to tank. One of those is Bounding Stride and Crackling Thunder. So Bounding Stride is better. It lets you use your Heroic Leap more. But if you're just learning how to tank, Crackling Thunder is a lot better because it's more forgiving. It lets you kind of pick up aggro in a bigger radius. It's just a lot more forgiving. So there's a few talent points that make your life easier if you're just learning how to tank. And there's a lot of people that are going to tell you, no, the best one is this one. Why would you pick something else up? Yeah, so there's a few things you can do to make your life easier. So something like that, like having double the range or 50% more range on your Thunderclap is just a lot more useful. So let me pick up both of these ads, run them over to where I can. Here they go. They got stuck here. That bone breaking isn't... Oh, it did hit me. I could have sworn its range was a lot smaller. But alright, so when he goes down, I'm going to have to pick up another copy of it. And the boss is almost down as well. So the boss should go down before anything really else comes up. We should be good. There it is. So the reason I tank the boss off-centered is for that Fell Rush to drop somewhere else. I don't want to have to deal with it. I want people to be able to DPS the boss freely. So you move the boss over so that when phase 2 starts, it isn't an issue. Ooh, someone took a boulder to the face. And yeah, as a Holy Paladin, I mean, you're hardly ever going to get denied because of that. You have so much utility. Right now, everybody... I mean, I would argue that everybody heals at a very similar level. You can argue that Resto Druids are a lot better than other people in their throughput, and while that's very true, their utility isn't as groundbreaking. Like, Resto Druids are going to help you snare a little bit. They can help reduce the damage you take with, like, bark skin, stuff like that. But you're not going to see a tank completely mess up his mechanics and a Resto Druid go, no, don't worry, I'll bop you. We don't have to worry about mechanics right now. That just doesn't happen. Holy Pallies let you ignore some mechanics or let you kind of make up some mistakes. Like, you made a really big mistake that would normally lead to a death or something really difficult, but we can reset it. Hin, the add-on I'm using for that is Angry Keystones, and well, actually, there's two of them, and I don't know which one does which anymore. One of them is Angry Keystones, and one of them is Keystone Helper. So either one of those two. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pick up this group right here, just so that we don't lack the percentage at the end to get enemy forces completed. I'm going to go ahead and snare them, run away. I'm at 12 stacks. But yeah, Angry Keystones or Keystone Helper. I don't remember which one's which. Alright, let's start kiting a little bit. I'm at 20 stacks, and he's enraged. That Brutal Assault. That hits through walls, that hits through everything. Yeah, even that one hit, you guys saw how much damage it did. Shouldn't have run back in, but I figured combat was almost over. That Infernal is taking boulders. I almost messed up on one boulder there and it got me all flustered. We're good now, we're good. So let's see, I normally always pull this guy. This guy doesn't pull with pups, but people start cleaving for me and start pulling all these pups. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna pull this guy away, let my Necrotic reset. There it is. Those Fellbat pups, I don't want them to start adding too much of a Necrotic stack on me. So this is gonna be a pain for Necrotic, but we'll see how difficult it gets. I don't want to keep chain pulling too much because I'm already up to 20 stacks. Let's see if it falls off. Alright, so I'll stop DPSing. Necrotic expired. Only the other people were in combat. Here we go. So at this point, I can handle 3 of these guys. So what I'll do is I'll just finish pulling this. I pop my trinket early because it is based on Necrotic. So since I do want that to kind of take effect while it's as high as it can be. Alright, so that guy has a lot of Fell Frenzies. And he's about to enrage. Alright, we're good. So get into position right in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and take the first Hateful Gaze. Nope, somebody else took it. So that's fine with me. I'll just take the next ones. Let's see when the next one shows up. Alright, let's take this next one. I think that DK is actually going to take it. Yep. Sometimes if you're a little too close, he runs through you. So just something to note. Alright, I want this thing to drop way over here. I don't want it to affect us. So if you also get that line targeted on you, try to minimize the impact of it. Not like that. That essentially cut our area in half. Now we have a separation between melee and ranged, and yeah, you want to put it over to the side. Alright, we're good. These guys can hit hard if you don't have your active mitigation up. So make sure you have your active mitigation up when you are tanking them. I am going to pull slightly larger packs. I'm pretty sure this group can do it. We've been doing pretty damn good so far. Alright, so now I do want that to fall off. I'm at 15. They are being snared, and their snare just ran out, but so did they. Alright, so here we go. Another slightly bigger than normal pack. So I did unfortunately take a coup de grace, but we'll be fine. Actually, I don't think I need to die anymore because these guys died kind of... I don't need to kite anymore because these guys died kind of staggered. So I wasn't taking too many of the enraged people at the same time. Since we pulled that extra room, I think we'll be fine on enemy forces. Yeah, we're already complete. So yeah, since we took that extra little room, it adds that little bit. It didn't stress out our group too much, and it added another tiny little bit of trash. Oh, the big thing was we didn't skip the first part. We didn't invis potion past the first part. So how's our healer? Oh, well, our healer pulled for us, so healer must be good on mana. I like the fact that they upgraded the visual as well for this area. Kenzo, I did a whole video on Devastator versus Indom, but Devastator is better if you are very comfortable with it, and if you have a healer who's with you. Like If your healer's on Discord with you, Devastator is going to be amazing. Indomitable is better for progression. So if I was running Mythic Nighthold and progressing through it, I would be running Indomitable. It gives me about 2 million more HP. The cushion that it gives me is massive. Because when you talk about a fight like Crosis or like Spellblade or something, an extra 2 mil is an extra few hits, maybe like an extra 2 or 3 hits. And that's going to help out a ton because you can die in a hit or two. So being able to absorb 2 more is going to be massive. So yeah, I think Devastator is fine if your healers are on it and if you know where your healers are, if you're talking to them, communicating. But regardless, I think Indomitable is for progression. It's a much more boring playstyle doing Indomitable, but I think it's for progression. Also, I do think Indomitable is more for raid progression. I think in terms of Mythic Pluses, Devastator is perfectly fine in every case. So if you're doing any Mythic Plus, unless you're pushing like a plus 20 or something, I don't think you get that much more benefit from Devastator. I mean from Indomitable. But yeah, I think Indomitable is for progression raids. Let's see how this is. Nope, we have the best in slot in there. This is not... Yeah, this isn't better than what we have in there. Let's see if anyone wants this. Let's see what else everyone else got. I don't think anybody needs it. So Kenzo, let me get you that trinket list. So that's the trinket list, and that goes for the large majority of tanks. I think the only tank that's not on there is Blood DKs, unfortunately. I think stat sticks are really good for them, but yeah, Blood DKs aren't on there. It really is weird, huh, Brittany? Like, Max leaves and everything changes. So I think all this AP, I do want it to go to my arms weapon, so I'm holding on to it. Right now with 237 mil, I'd rather throw it into my arms weapon. Let's see what else we can get. Cathedral 14. I don't think I want to. Actually, you know what? Let's sign up to Cathedral 14. Let's see if they take me. Alright. Cathedral 14. Cathedral. Alright. We'll see if we just wipe non-stop on Cathedral. I haven't gone in here since they nerfed it this week. So, we'll see how it goes. So, there's some people at Stone, so I'll go help summon. Yeah, no problem, Kenzo. Brittany, I figured I have to run back in here, right? The first week the dungeon came out, I went in there, I put out the guides for it, and then I think I've run in there once or twice after that, and then I was like, I don't want to, but I shouldn't be terrified of this place. It's just that mechanics are hard in this place, because every mechanic is, if you don't do it, you get one shot. That's it. That's the mechanic. Thank you, Kenzo. Thank you for stopping by and subscribing and being active in the chat, man. Cheers. And was that the last summon? We have one more person that isn't here yet, which I think is the healer. Let's get that last summon in, just in case I didn't get it. Yeah, the first time Cathedral was out, it was rough. Yeah, for sure. Just because everything one shots, it makes it a pain. But hopefully it doesn't anymore, because it seemed like the nerfs were pretty significant. Everything got nerfed by like 80% damage up front, reduced. Luke, thank you for stopping by, man. You have a good night. Come on, where's this guy? We summoned him twice. We need him. I think he's the healer. Yeah, he's probably AFK at this point. Anything? Anyone? Bueller? Alright, so just because he's not joining in yet, let's start throwing some AP on our secondary weapon. It's almost going to level up. It's at 49 out of 64. It's not too bad. With a dead enough voice, I have to just be like, hey guys, we're running Cathedral now. This is a Cathedral plus 11 or something. My soul has just completely died now. I have to just, my soul has been crushed. Oh man, this dungeon. Yeah, we summoned this guy a few times. He's probably just the chat is saying he's probably blowing up a toilet. There he is. There he is. We're good now. Let me eat some buff food. This isn't the things you guys make me do. I see this. Alright. So the first big thing that I see a lot of people mess up is there's like this mini boss guy that happens right here in the beginning. Most people run past him, not pulling him, and then he ends up behind you, one-shots your healer, and that's no good. I also see a lot of tanks just really run into the first group. See this guy? That guy's like a little mini boss. And most people run past him, and he just starts creeping up on your group. He runs up behind you. So he will eventually catch up with you. Whether or not you want to take him on now, I mean, I guess that's like your prerogative. But these guys eventually break through. He runs through them. It's no good if you just like pretend he doesn't exist. And then he does like this cast that most people don't sidestep. He just starts casting this fell something. Alright. So that's enough necrotic for me. 13 stacks. Everything is snared. Everything is stunned. Get the hell away from me. Get the hell away from me. Alright, we're good. It barely fell off. It's a plus 14. I thought it was like a plus 11 or something. I must have thought about it wrong. Alright, so plus 14. So as soon as we run this way, I'm pretty sure he runs up behind us. There he is. There he is. You see him. He's a coming. So most people see that shadow wave. Nobody's gonna sidestep it. Bam! 2 people dead. That's just watching that. It I would say it never gets old, but it does after. There's a shadow wave. Come on, people. Bam! 2 people dead again. Oh man! All right, here it is. Come on. Here's another shadow wave. 1 person dead. Like, this is gonna be an instant repair bill. This guy is hilarious. Cause yeah, his cast time is so slow. Like, you can see it, but everybody just stays in it to win it. There's another cast. Bam! Nobody. All right. Everybody survived that one. All right. We got through him with only 5 deaths. I'm not going to lie, that went a lot better than I thought. Ow. Heal me. He's got that shield wall up. There it is. I didn't have my stun up. There's a shadow wall again. Ooh, that swipe. Going up to 18 stacks. Alright, we're good. Oh, man. The swipes. Well, swipes hurt. And especially when they're raging. Yeah. Brittany! Brittany, I thought Max was gone. What is this rip key? You know, Max said he's gonna join my realm and start a guild called Rip Key on my realm. That's a lot of enraged people. All right, you just gotta kite your ass off. You just gotta kite your ass off. Don't worry about doing any damage. Ugh! The mini boss death. Yep. Pac-Man, you can't join that guild. Oh man. This dungeon is not as bad as I remember, because for a plus 14 I would have imagined everybody would have already just quit. So it's not as bad as I remember. It's a plus 14 and we're not all dead yet all the time. But we haven't even gotten to the first boss. That first mini boss was hilarious though. You just watch the cast time, and as soon as it completes, you just BAM! And just people go down. Just people die. Yeah, absolutely. Phil, with a bad group, this place is hell. I completely 100% agree. I mean, I'm aiming for like a non-depleted keystone. I'm aiming for a +1 Maybe. Alright, let me get the hell away. Let's get rid of these necrotic stacks. We have a raging in there. We have 2 ragings in there. There's our healer. Somehow? I don't know what hit the healer. Then again, I don't know this dungeon too well. But alright. Healer's down. I think he released. Yeah, he released, so he's running back. So I don't want to do too much pulling without him. There should be a pack of 2 right here that I can pull. Without the treant there, we can run in. So the treant's walking away. Don't fixate on me. Get the hell away from me. Yeah, with that victory rush, we're all set. We're all set. Get the hell away from me. You're enraged. Ooh. Come on. Come on, baby. What is this? Is this a dot? It is a dot. Don't kill me. Come on. Ignore pain. Is my healer here? Or my healer's here? Don't lumbering crash me. The enraged. The enraged. Lumbering crash. Alright, we're good. Alright, so yeah, this place doesn't make me cry as bad as it used to. So I joined a heroic. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want an extra ad. Get the hell away from me. Damn it. Stupid lashers. Get the hell away from me. Yeah, so I joined a heroic group, and the tank decided to pull that whole room before Agronox all at once. Even if it's just normal heroic, that's a pain in the ass. Like you're not gonna be able to do that. So we did have another death, and now we might have an extra one. Come on, man, gotta get away. There you go. Who's not here? Shadow Priest. We're good. Alright, so a stun, a snare, and run the hell away. I know I only have 8 stacks. It's not too high, but for a dungeon like this, I just don't want to be in there. Just being in the how did everybody die? 3 people died. Ooh, 4 people died. So yeah, we're still working on boss 1. Oh man, yeah, this dungeon's not going to be very fun. Alright, we're good. Let's start. Oh no, I can't charge him. That's really weird looking. So Druid went Kitty, went Invis, but since he's got the toy, he just looked like he was a rogue going stealth. Phil, I agree with you. There are some instances where I feel like I have an enrage mechanic too. I completely see where you're coming from. In fact, when I used to do a lot of progression raiding back in Wrath, when we were doing Lich King, whenever somebody failed at the Defilement, I believe it was called, I had an enrage mechanic. Alright, so let's stick in here a little bit longer. Let's see if we can just keep them silenced. Alright, so the silence is over. Stun. I'm about to throw out a snare and then run the hell away. I mean, that's a lot of damage. That blistering rain. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Everybody died to the blistering rain. No! Alright, so we only have one ad now. So yeah, we only have one ad left in that pack. It's gonna be a tough time. They need to bump up the time on on Cathedral Mythic Plus, man. Oh, you used to do Lich King 2, Brittany? Yeah. I remember I think we tried to progress on him. We used to raid 3 nights a week. I think it was like week 2 or week 3, and there was always one healer and she would fail the mechanic every time. And I think on the 3rd week, I got a little upset and yelled in vent. But I don't know if I yelled at the healer. I was an officer, so I don't know if I yelled at the healer or yelled at the other officers. Like, if somebody doesn't say anything, then I will. Yeah. For sure, Brittany. I remember doing I did a lot of Ulduar, Trial of the Crusader. Trial of the Crusader was fun though. Especially stuff like the PvP battle. It was like, shit, what's the plan on the PvP battle? Interrupt? And besides that, no real plan. Because there's not much you can do, so it's just kind of like, shit, let's just play it by ear. So yeah, there was a lot of fun fights, but yeah, ICC was a very good raid. Gunship was fun because it was so different. Ow. I ran right into that. I didn't even think about the fixation. Yeah, Trial of the Crusade was very, very short. Very good gear. It was kind of like a TOV, I guess, of the time, right? But Trial of the Crusade at least had 0 trash. Like, just 0. Trash did not exist. Just infinite kite. Come on. So yeah, in Cathedral, the hardest boss is gonna be this first one, honestly, and the last one. But this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's hope everybody knows what they're doing. Alright. So there we are. Here's all the ads. Don't let the ads touch you. There it is. That ad was getting very close. So this Succulent Lasher needs to kind of go down a little bit faster. So I did have the Demoralizing Shout for the second Timber Smash. I'm going to use my Absorb Trinket for the next one. But it's definitely, besides regular melees, I was down pretty low for a while. So I should be able to absorb the large majority of the Timber Smash with my Trinket. There's a Timber Smash. So yeah, when these lashers are casting, that's maybe what clipped me. Maybe I was just too close for that. Oh no, not again! A lot of our DPSers died, so if none of them had died, I think we would have been able to make the timer. But boss gets a little heavy. Yeah, TOV and TOC had, you know, although TOC Trial the Crusader had. Oh no, somebody left. That was our healer. So I guess that's it for this plus 14. Didn't get past the first boss. Brittany cursed it, said if you get past the first boss, that's a win. Didn't do it. We failed at Cathedral. Sebastian, you did miss most of the stream. It's all good though. No worries. The VOD will go up in the channel, maybe in like an hour. We did pass the mini boss, which was actually hilarious. Just seeing people go down, just seeing people wipe. You see him casting, he turns around, starts casting at someone's face, and they don't move. So yeah, they just get hit and they go down. But alright, this is gonna end today's stream. I wanted to try Cathedral, really high key. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But I want to thank you all for joining. I want to thank all the subs we got today. We had a really nice sub spike in the middle of the stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. Again, I stream every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And I appreciate everybody joining into the chat today and being very active. We had a lot of new faces in the chat, specifically, you know, Brittany, you were here all towards the end. So thank you guys for always stopping by, always supporting me, sharing my content in Discord with your guilds. If you guys want to help support the channel directly, you guys can visit my Patreon. It's in the description. And if not, just sharing, subscribing, liking, enjoying my content is way more than enough. So thank you guys all for stopping by. And again, good luck out there. Oh, something else. The Necrotic Weak Aura will be in the VOD of this. I'm gonna update the description right now before I finish the stream. So let me actually just export that string. I couldn't find it, so I'm going to add that right now in case you guys want that string. Stick around. I'll link it. I'll link it in the chat, and I will also link it in the description. So that's the paste bin. Let me update the description of the video. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, reach out in the comment section, reach out to me on Twitter, messages, whatever it is, you can always reach out to me. I'm always down for new video ideas or any kind of conversation you guys want to have. So reach out to me. And again, thank you guys for stopping by. And as always, good luck out there.